Hello, I'm Steve Nelson. I'm the Managing Principal for Law and Government Affairs at the McCormick Group, and I'm here with my colleague Andi Cullins. This is the first of a series of webcasts that we're going to handle that focus on the issues that lawyers face when they are considering moving to another firm or considering going into private practice in general. In today's session, we will focus on evaluating your current position and determining whether you in fact should make a move or not. Andi?
In today's market, it's pretty fair assumption that lawyers are going to have to make a lateral move from time to time. It's never easy, it's never lightly, but it is sometimes necessary. What we would like to do is give you some real tools to help you think through in a very logical and straightforward manner the process of evaluating where you are now and formulating a mental shopping list, if you will, about what the firm should look like that you would be moving to. We want to give you some tools and some methods that we think will help you do that. We're going to ask you to go old school on this today. Grab 3 pieces of paper, a pen, and a small stack of 3x5 cards. Because what we're going to do is divide this into an easy to digest series of lists that you will then be able to rank order. So the first thing you're going to do is grab piece of paper number 1. You're going to label it "What I Like About My Current Firm." And all we want you to do is think almost stream of consciousness about everything you like about where you are now. The practice area, the environment, colleagues, whatever it is that you're enjoying about what you do now and where you do it needs to go on this list, because this is your baseline data. These are your satisfiers. And so if you can't have at least as much satisfaction in the new firm as you have in this one, you're clearly going in the wrong direction. So you need to establish those satisfiers.
And so you should think about all of the aspects of your current position. That includes compensation and benefits. It includes your colleagues. You have good relationships with them. It includes the ability to do pro bono work or something else that's part of your life that the firm allows you to do. So it's really a 360-degree look at your current firm, and again, focusing on all the positives.
Go until you can't think of anything else, just stream of consciousness, and at this point, don't worry about priorities. Go until you can think of nothing else, and then set that list aside. You're going to grab piece of paper number 2, and you're going to label it, "These are the things I hate." This is the stuff you would like to get rid of in your next move. And again, it doesn't matter what it is. We're not going to set priorities yet. So it could be anything. It could be commute. It could be the guy in the next office who yells. Whatever it is, it needs to go on that list.
Right. And other things that you've got to consider would be billing rates. Can you keep your existing clients and actually attract new ones under the billing rate structure? It includes conflicts. Are you getting conflicted out often because of other clients of the firm? It could include compensation and benefits as well, and it could include things like, this platform isn't allowing me to go after some of the clients that I want because those clients have approved lists or other determinants that have excluded my firm.
Anything that limits you or that you don't like. Again, go until you can think of nothing else and set that list aside. Now you're going to pick up piece of paper number 3, and here's your wish list. The idea is if you can keep all the stuff you like, get rid of all the stuff you don't like, and then add to it those things you wished you had, then you're obviously headed in the right direction. So the wish list is probably going to be your shortest list, but you should think of it as, what are the things that I've never had the opportunity to do? And how would I feel if I could do that? Kind of close your eyes and say, what's the perfect legal job? If I could make it up, what would it look like? And here's where you let your imagination soar. What are the things that you would love to see? Once you finish those 3 lists, it's now time to start rank ordering them. And here's the process for doing that. You're going to grab that stack of 3x5 cards, and you're going to put one thought on each 3x5 card. And then you're going to lay them out on the table in front of you so that it no longer matters which list it came from. Chances are you're never going to find 100% of everything you've put on all 3 of those lists. But it's going to be pretty clear that there are some things that are more important to you than other things on the list. You may not have a clear-cut number 1, number 2, or number 3, but you're going to have some stuff that's important to you that goes at the top of the list, and other things that you're going to find fall towards the bottom, so that you start to understand where's your negotiation room. What will you give up that falls to the bottom in order to get the things that are non-negotiable and are therefore at the top? And once you've done that and you've moved the cards around and moved them around until you're very satisfied with that rank ordering, that gives you then your idea of what that mental shopping list is. You can lay it against your current firm and say, how am I doing? Because maybe you're well off where you are. Or you're going to look at it and go, now I see the kind of place that I should be looking for. As we go through further sessions, we'll talk more about how to evaluate the firms that you might be looking at.
Right. And so for our next session, we will be focusing on collecting the kind of data and information that you need to start the process of moving forward. And that would both be about your own personal situation, but also about your current firm. Thank you very much.
Thank you.